Uh, we're back with Banner Saga, and everything is terrible. Oh, so is my lighting. My lighting is absolutely terrible right now. Alright, there we go. Um, this is... This is adequate. Alright, what we got? Bercy. He has to know about Alfred. Ivar... Oh. Bercy tosses in his sleep until he finally huffs and gives up. He sees you're also awake. He comes to sit nearby. Trouble? I don't know how these damned ravens do it. I can't just pass out at a moment's notice. I think it's years of training at this point. Are you, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you were a raven. Are you not one of the ravens? I can see how you might get that impression. I joined Bulwark at Beauregard because Devalka asked me to, and when that went wrong, I got roped into this like everyone else. Bercy wears a frown and leans on his axe handle. Juno and Ivan asked for you personally? Let's not turn this into something bigger than it is. I do work for money. The menders pay well. I got some history with them, that's all. What kind of history we talking about? Can't you tell I didn't want to talk about it? I did odd jobs, some worse than others. They asked for a lot of weird stuff. But I'm not one of them, if that's what you're wondering. I'm just trying to finish this and drink it off like every other job. We're not gonna make it out. Someone's gonna die. Bercy wears a frown and leans on his so you work for yourself. Never could get into that bones bones the hill stuff like the rest of you. Why should I care about the dredge or dying in battle? I'd rather have the means to do what I want, live comfortably, eat well. Turns out there's a lot of men out there thrilled to hire a var for some blood work, so I thought I'd do that for a little while. Now it's a lifetime later. I never got rich from it, spent my whole life chasing work while others profited. One time, I traveled with a prince and his tax collector. Thought that was going to be my big payday. People just handed their money over, piled it right into the huge cart before we told them they had to. Practically robbery. Eventually, the cart fell over a cliff and exploded into a shower of coins, never to be seen again. I think I was part of that. I've never shed a tear over killing a man, but that, I cried like a lost baby bird. It happened pretty damn close to this very spot, and now that I think about it, can't leave this darkness though. It's probably all twisted up and fog as dog turds now anyways. Yeah, I was part of that. I was part of that. I think it was the other caravan. Maybe there's a moral there, but I'm not digging for it. He wears a frown. What do you think of this job? We're gonna die. We're just gonna die. If you mean the Valka, you'd be fool to trust them. I've done some questionable stuff on their behalf, let me tell you. And if you mean saving the world, I couldn't care less. What has the world ever done for me? These days, I'm just putting one foot in front of the other. There's still the teeniest spark of hope that I might profit from this somehow. Pretty bleak way to live. Nothing left to lose. Nothing but sleep anyways. Alright, I'm gonna sit quietly. You keep the rest of your thoughts to yourself. It's an awkward silence if you weren't both Varl. Looks like it's time to get going. You know, Ivar. You can tell he's debating whether to get something off his chest. When I worked for the Valka, one of the jobs they paid me to do was to find you. You'd gone into hiding, and they wanted to know where. Do I dare ask why? Truth is, I don't know why. I don't ask questions. But I never found you. I have a feeling if I had, things would have ended up differently between us. I'm glad I never sniffed around any smaller towns like Skork, for example. Mercy leaves a pat on the shoulder, and you rise. You never mentioned Skork to him. You knew where Ivar was. And you didn't come looking for him. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, you're injured. Apparently we can... Oh my god, you're injured too. Apparently we can level you up, so we'll promote. I need to level some more people up. Okay. Oh, we already did this. I think we want puncture. Cool. Can promote. Give you 15. And you can increase your crit chance. And we can increase your puncture. So we're going to increase puncture. And increase that crit chance. And yeah, I have to get these many kills. I forgot that's what I had to do. Alright. And then... might as well promote you. Alright. I gave you the hopeful. And... I want you to resist that. And we'll give you more to dodge. Confirm you again. You know what? Fuck it. More dodge for you. And we got regen for you. And I want... Alright, we're gonna leave the rest of that renown up. Who do we bring with us? All the Var are friggin' injured. No, you're already in here. Crud. I haven't used you much. Can I rest a day? Okay. Who's up? Alright, you are good. Okay, Falca is up. That's good. That's really good. Falca... I gotta get stuff for you. So 2 shield guys. None of the Varl up. Alright. Alright, we can do this. Let's get going. We're headed to Ridgehorn. We're close. I can see the tower just over this ridge. That means Boverk's close too. I mean, their morale is great. Boverk is waiting ahead, Juno says, and the caravan slows. He's patient with dangerous allies. I believe he intends to stop us before entering Ridgehorn. I will lead Boverk away, Juno says. Ivan looks blankly into the distance, as though he already knew what was coming, but Juno continues. The rest of you will wait for my return within Ridgehorn. No, we're not splitting up now. I will not fail. Just make sure Ivan is safe, says Juno. Folka steps forward. I don't trust you, and even if I did, you can't handle Bolvark on your own. We split the caravan. She volunteers herself, Ollie and Spar, who give each other dubious looks. Folka adds, I don't take orders, remember? I agree. I agree with Folka. You should not go by yourself, and I don't trust you, Juno. Folka hasn't been wrong about Bolverk yet, you say, suddenly feeling Juno's gaze weigh heavily, then lift. As you say, she replies. Prepare quickly, she tells Folka. The rest of the caravan cautiously approaches Ridgehorn. Ivan carries the light. Fresh footprints trail off into the snow, following Juno's diversion. The way appears clear. I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I've been told this is where they found Juno the first time. Now they say it's the entrance to another world. How far had she already come just to fall here?
This is not a good idea. I'm having tea, and yeah, this apparently everything. Ridgehorn. This brings back some memories. None of them good. Yeah, this is where we lost our gold, isn't it? Ubin was the tax collector, I believe. I wonder why Bursey didn't come after me. Maybe he kind of just recognized I wanted to be alone. Ivan curses when he sees the rubble around the Ridgehorn Tower. Tremors caused by the serpent may cause many structures to topple here. Ivan explains, there should be a doorway leading to... Give me some time, he says, running off towards the base of the tower. You can see him waving his falco staff, heaving enormous chunks of rocks aside through sheer willpower. A little help? Shouts Valgard, drawing your attention back to the fort's courtyard. Bolvark is nowhere in sight, but his warped allies didn't miss you slipping over the bridge. That stinks. Alright, we need some shield guys. I'm gonna bring you. We need to get you some kills. God, you're so good. Alright. Oh, you're already in the party. Alright, I guess we're taking the B team, and you should get an item. You're an 8? Who's a 9? You. Alright, so we'll start with you. You can grab... I don't want the -2 armor. I really don't want the -2 armor. Actually... the range would be good. And then we'll give you... Sure, why not? And then we'll give... What you got? You got nothing. Everybody gets stuff, everybody gets stuff, everybody gets stuff, everyone gets stuff. We have no more stuff. What's this do? You know what? Nope. You get that. And then, is there another 9? Yeah, 9. You know what? Sure, we'll try it. And you get the last thing. I don't know if it's any good for you. I just have a bad feeling about all this. Alright, I'm ready for battle. Ah, my Varl are injured. That sucks. It kind of really does suck. Alright, now we can start doing stuff. Actually, no. We're gonna stone wall. Nice. Okay, that's what I wanted. We need to get rid of these guys quick. Alright, here come the reinforcements. That's why I wanted to gather on this side of the map. I don't want to run through. Alright, get rid of that guy. Yeah, and the enemy's coming from that side of... Yeah, we're not done yet. Ow. Alright. I am going to confuse... Actually, you. No, confuse you. It's gonna take them a while to get over here. Alright, I need to heal you. Can we, yeah, get rid of that one, please. I don't need any more troubles. Ow. For fuck's sakes. Why is this so difficult? Ow. This is gonna suck. And there goes my guy. Ow. Alright, we can... Actually, I need to... 1... 2... And if I go... I go here, I can, like, kill him, right? Yeah. Everything's really bad. Please, please kill this thing. I can't do shit. Alright. We're getting there. It ain't good. I need you to confuse that one, please. Can I... Yeah. We are not doing well. Ow. Please don't hit me. She, I mean, is getting everybody. And there he goes. Ow. Alright, that was... We lost 3 people this time. I would hate it if Bovark showed up. That would suck. That would really suck. That would suck a lot. I don't think we could do that. If this is what Bovark can bring to bear, you can only imagine how much worse it would have been if you were there. Juno weaves between the bodies of the falling dredge and catches your eye before she heads up the stairs of the Ridgehorn Tower. In your head, you hear her thin voice. When you are ready, join me. She must have given Bovark the real turnaround, says Spar. He keeps glancing at the bridge as if expecting to summon the berserker by name alone. Think I better make sure Ivan's almost done. How about I whistle when it's time to go? Alfred offers to ferry you anywhere you need to go. Spar, what's up? Spar sits on the rubble of a ruin, watching Ivan move vast slabs. He fidgets with an ornament mead horn. Good a time as any to give you this, Varl. I notice you've got no drinking horn, and that's no way to live. I don't care to drink from a Yox horn, old man. Nah, does this look like a sodding Yox horn? It's carved from the tusk of a gold boar. Shines, even in full black. Okay, I've never seen a real gold boar, but I did steal it a long time ago from a very rich man, and he seemed pretty convinced. Folka stabbed me with her eyes when I told her I was giving it to you. What made you think of this now? Oh, I don't know. Been down a lot of roads, got a feeling I might not see the end of this one. And I don't want to imagine Dutch using it for some disgusting thing after I'm dead. Why give it to me? Tradition, Varl. These young folks don't respect. They don't remember a time when it was right to honor a guest. I don't care what any of them say. You're doing a fine job. Look, there's history carved here before banners and tapestries. See the little armies? The tusk does seem to shimmer on its own. Carved figures almost look like they move as you roll it in your hands. I can't keep this. Take it. It's not like it's getting me laid anymore. Not like this Lang spill anyway. He smiled, pleased with himself. Where did you learn to play? What do you mean? Who taught me? Nay, nobody taught me. It was a festival, biggest of the year. By all rights, too young to hold my drink, sipping from every unwatched cap I could find. There's a spat happening. One guy built like a bear, howling at one man over a girl, or I don't remember, doesn't matter. The other poor bastard, he's a mouse. You ever seen one of those guys? Thin beard, wide eyes, ready to run? The brute comes at him with a knife pulled out of his dinner. The mouse is soiling himself, climbing over the tables to get away. Everyone's loving it. Even the musicians stop to watch. I'm I'm off my head drunk, and I'm thinking, by the gods, this needs a good song. So I grab an instrument and go wild, sawing and screaming. That the thing just sings in my head. At least in my head is its masterpiece. It must have sounded like a boiled cat. The mountain of the man, he slowly looks over me with the most complete confusion I've ever seen, and I just remember. The next moment, there's a knife in his neck. The mouse got him. Even drunk as I was, I knew it was because of me, and I've been playing ever since. Frankly, it's a damn tragedy wasting my talents on these ungrateful monsters. He smiles pleased to himself. You don't seem too upset about facing death. Upset about dying? Varl, I'm more upset about living. Do you know what it's like taking a piss 3 times a night with only waking up twice? No, that sounds fine. It sounds fine, but I'll tell you what, I'll miss my life. The secret for us poor bastards with short lifespans, it's love. Sounds like a bunch of rot, I know. But if you don't love life, it makes you miserable. Learn that from a lady friend. I better go check on Juno. Aye, you better. If those two don't find passage soon, Bulwark Fane right us in the puckered asses. Yeah. Thanks for the horn. I'll make sure nobody does anything disgusting with it. And enjoy it too. It's not a bloody decoration. It's a gift from the gods, blessed ravens. Interesting. Alright, what we got for renown? We got a lot of renown. Okay, we can't keep doing this to our guys. Um, uh, we can't keep promoting him. Guess we're going to the tower. Yay. This looks all bad. This looks all bad. This is all bad. This is real bad. What is that? I thought you'd be helping Ivend. I had to check on something. Look at to the horizon. The surfer withers in rise in the distance. It knows we're here, but won't approach, hopefully. Is it scared of you? Scared? I don't think it understands such things. For now, it's just trying to discover what we will do next. I know the feeling. These horned towers are portals the Menders built long ago. They allow us to enter the inner earth, the dredge home. I knew the dredge came from below, but inner earth? Like caverns? Not at all. Imagine another world with sun and sky like our own, but within our own. This will be a dangerous path, but the quickest route to the place where Ivan will undo all of this. Juno sees skepticism on your face without looking. I also came here to speak with you privately. I know Ivan may seem unusual or unapproachable, but he is a good person. You seem like an unlikely pair. I can see why you think that. The fact is, I saved him and he saved me. He is kind and devoted. There's a smile on her face, and you realize it may be the first you've seen. I don't know how to talk about it without sounding like an infatuated girl. I truly love him. I know it won't excuse things to say the Velka lead different lives hard in their own way, but don't we all deserve to be loved by those who would do anything for us? We do. That means a lot to me, and Ivan too. When you asked to come with us, I was uncertain. I didn't want to take you away from loved ones, but I'm glad you've been here. I consider you a friend, one of the few Ivan and I have left. I will do what needs to be done to fix all of this, no matter the cost. And I've decided no matter what happens, I will not influence you again. I promise you that. Trust is important. A whistle reaches you on the wind. You leave the lurching coils of the serpent on the horizon and return to where the others have already entered the tower. That's a big hole. Oh no, it's Bover. You join the others already waiting in the enormous chamber beneath the tower. So, what do you expect to happen next, Sparse Butters? Ivan steps to the edge. We jump. A heavy footsteps echo off the high walls, and a dreadful outline stands in the hall doorway. Well done, witch, says Boverk. Made a fool of me again. Even from here you can tell he's shaking with rage. Ivan screams for everyone to jump, but there's only hesitation. Foka turns and walks to Boverk. Foka? The Karen watches Foka with rapt anticipation. Foka, this is a bad idea. I doubt we'll get another chance to talk, Boverk, so I had to know. Is there anything left of you in there? I never left, Foka. You left. We thought it was what you wanted. I thought I was following orders. What's done is done. Yeah, that does sound like you. You get as close as you dare. The two barely acknowledge your presence. He'll kill you, Folka. Better listen to him. I'm almost as unpredictable as the company you keep. What if the Valka can undo this, Boverk? What if they really can? It doesn't have to end like this, you stubborn dolt. They lied to you, Folka. They're still lying. Boverk points his axe at Volka, and static flickers across Ivan's shaking hands. Those two took our reputations. They took our freedom. They took my life. They did all of this. Even if they can save the world, I won't allow it. Are you kidding me? Life's not fair? Is that your argument? Even when I was 8 years old, I never gave you such sniveling drivel. Don't destroy everything we made to save your pride. The ravens need you, and so do I. You feel the slightest shift in Bovark's demeanor, but in a blink it's gone. Jump down the rabbit hole, Folka. I won't stop coming until every one of you is dead. That's all you got for me? Me? Folka snatches Bovark's axe from her belt, the one he threw near Strand, and pushes it into his hand. If this is just revenge, why wait? Nope, 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 nope. Jump, Folka! Jump! Things are suddenly moving too quickly to react. You hear Folka aside you hear Folka heave. You hear Folka aside as Bover cleaves through one of your horns and buries his axe in the side of your face. Oh, my face. Hot blood spurts forward, your sight darkens, and the room spins, but somehow Folka manages to drag you into the pit. Lightning arcs from Ivan's staff, scorching the ground around you in wild patterns, catching Boverk's fur cloak on fire. Ravens reluctantly leap into the pit and you fall, tumbling down into the darkness as the light from the hole above recedes. A roar rings your ears, like the bellow of a thunder. Bolverk leans over the edge, his face wreathed in flames from the smoldering cloak. It's the last thing you see before everything goes black. Foka, uh, my face, my face is your fault. This is your fault. Alette, sometimes you awaken more tired than when you fell asleep. This is one of those times. Elio is silently sitting bedside. Elio, were you watching me sleep? What? No. Yes, Olaf sent me to get you. Wasn't sure to shake you awake or let you. What's happening? Nothing good. Ruga's free. He's creating problems out by the gate. Should have killed him. Olaf tried talking some sense into them now. How did Ruga get free? While we were busy fighting asunder and saving the city, his mom broke into the prison, killed some of Petrus's guards too. Are you kidding me? Wish I were. I hate to say this, but we should bring as many clansmen as we can find. It could be a grave mistake leaving them behind. You don't think they'll be safer here? I don't think we'll be safe without them. Seriously? Seriously, Ruga? You're doing this now? There's like literally nothing left. Like, there is nothing left. Fine. 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 We're going to the gate. Fine. 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 You wanna do this? I give up. I give up. You squint in the sunlight outside the cool shade of your tent, and a smell reminds you of a small farmhouses you once lived near in Skogert. The field is full of horseborn, a lot more than there were before. Ubin stands in their midst, the shepherd of a confused flock. He's chatting with Gunnulf, catching up on lost time. Ubin spots you and waves, beckoning you to join them. The horseborn lost a lot of leaders all at once, he tells you about the new arrivals. They haven't found a lot of sympathy here in Erberang, despite helping defeat Ruin. Hate the crowd your camp, but what do you think about taking them under your wing? Are you sure they want that? We won't know until we ask. In times like these, I believe it's better to have too many friends than too few. You know what? We always need more allies. You called to the herd. Ubin translate in his charismatically deep voice. They look dubious, but some ask questions. By the end of it, many have wandered away, but some have accepted a loose alliance. Yay! More fighters! The kind of mob that turns angry. That's my least favorite kind of mob. The ones that can turn angry. Wow, this wall is huge. Through still gaping holes in the splintered walls, you glimpse the dredge indolently lurking. Bleary-eyed workers do their best to fill the cracks. The foreman spies you. Got any fighters with strong arms? God knows we can use them. They'll be well fed. So we can give him a token number of guards, or give him enough guards to get the... You know what? Here, take him. The foreman prowls through your caravan, browbeating anyone healthy enough to show their timber. Not all who join show enthusiasm, weary as the Sunday assault left them, but the cause is worthy. Alright, fine. Alright. So we lost a few fighters so they can rebuild the wall. That's fine. That's cool. I can deal with that. So many survivors occupy the dirt along the common paths. They begin to blend together. A young girl conquers her shyness and comes begging for food at your feet. The others inspire to do the same. Compared to these people, you have a considerable amount of supplies. The real question is how much you're willing to spare for those who aren't in your clan, who will keep coming in the future. Um. Hmm. Uh. I'll get my own supply. You hand the girl a small bundle and ruffle her hair before she runs off. But the rest with open hands don't share her sweet smile when you indicate there's no more to spare. I'm a sucker for little girls, apparently, because, you know, one day she may, you know, grow into a leader like little me. Alright, so what's next? I assume that there's going to be a couple more events. Dredge killer, shouts a woman as you approach. Contrary to what sounds like an angry mob, the opposite occurs. So thankful survivors crowd around asking questions you can't answer. What if dredge attack? Again, what about the darkness? What do we do now? I know as much as you do, things are bad, but we'll survive one day at a time. I'm no champion. I mean, the Volca are fixing this? Many of these survivors have no banner left to claim, but cheer their fealty to you and follow toward the gates. After a rousing speech, you don't dare send them away. Yay. Can some of you be, like, converted to fighters? That would be nice. Nice, we don't have to be responsible for everything after dealing with that Sunder. Yeah. They're finally pitched once they realize you're not going anywhere. Yeah, they pitched in? Okay. That's a lot of dredge. I don't get, like, why are they fighting us? What is there to gain? Because there's...
I had that feeling again. The one where I want to look to my father for guidance, but he isn't there. Despite everything else going on, it's still mankind that worries me the most.
Alright, now we're at the gate! Yay! A crowd is gathering at the gates. It is easy to tell curious bystanders from hardened, darkened faces of Ruga's loyalists. But there are plenty of different colors being flown here. The Var are also nearby, looking uncomfortable. As you step forward, the disgruntled murmur of the crowds turn into the squeaking of rats skittering into hiding holes. Ruga, as always, wears a satisfied smile of a man who drowned his own humility in bothersome ambition long ago. Alright, asshole, what do you want? Ah, our savior has joined us. Maybe we can hear some sense. A pleasant voice will be a welcome change to this bitch's yapping. Excuse you? You'd prefer it to my bite. That's why a vicious dog should be muzzled. What's this about? A simple disagreement. As usual, I only want to protect our people. But Olaf hears what she pleases. You only want to condemn. It starts with the dredge. How long before you convince them we're the next enemy? What do you mean it starts with the dredge? She would throw away all our sacrifice to let them walk through the gates. Just as there are Varl here, horseborn, many of those outside these gates are women and children too. We've known this. We've even taken in a dredge infant whose mother was slain. It has been amongst you this whole time. Why are you telling... Ruga's eyes grow wide at this. A disapproving murmur ripples through the crowd. Be as it may, tell me why I just lost Goodvar fighting them for hundreds of years. When our leader tells us to fight, we fight. The Dredge are no different. Bellower is gone. Eyeless and Ruin are gone. What are the rest beating down our doors, crying for blood? No, they cry out for mercy. I'm suggesting is we don't leave them to suffer in the darkness. We can find a way. Before he died, our king says everyone lives. Who is Ruga to disagree? He is no king. Olaf is right. There is no king here. Look at the faces around you, some who have lost children, trampled beneath bloody dredge hooves. Shall we invite the dredge in for another go? I don't see how any of this matters. When the darkness covers us all, we'll all be the same sort of dead. But all things being equal, I'll shed no tears for the dredge now. Here, here, some common sense. What does our heroic Sendir Slayer believe? Speak up, we've been waiting for your wisdom. Well, we won't be listening to criminals cowered in chains while we die on the battlefield. Keep telling your fellow men that they're being led by criminals and traitors. See how well that plays. Ruga appeals to the crowd, now speaking loudly. Friends, shall we fling the gates open wide to murder's dredge, embrace the hammers and stones? Should I let this hysterical woman endanger your families, your king, murderous, stinking slag? The crowd erupts in response. Fury fears the faces closing in. Ruga's fateful draw steel. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, I mean, if this is how you want to go down, then that's how we're gonna go down. Okay, I see how this is. Here, you can come up. We gotta level some other people up eventually. All stuff, sure. Why not? Shield wall formation. Yeah, that's not gonna help. Ow. Ow. Oh goody, I brought a bear to a fight. Alright. Come at me, bros. Alright, who's up? Ow. Alright, I hate these axe throwers. Can we just kill some of these guys? Gotta get that Overwatch going. Alright, I'm gonna take care of this guy. I don't like how like kills can like. I need to get rid of this guy. Maybe. Oh, got some renown finally. Ow. Yeah, just kill him. I want to see if I can get the kill for him. More renown for the people. So, Ruka, what are you gonna do now? I'd love to hear it. A lull in the fighting, but it looks far from over. If anything, it just begun, and that's what worries you most. There's no need for this, you shout. It falls on deaf ears as more and more men draw their weapons. The wind picks up, tearing at banners that whip above your heads. A growing gale throws men from their feet and bludgeons your sense of balance. A storm funnels approach, crawling above the gates. Riding it is Zelf, her platinum hair curiously untouched by the maelstrom. She lands amidst the fighters like a leaf delicately falling from a tree, somehow terrifying in its grace. Stop this lunacy, she howls. Avalka. What is this? Put your weapons down! Even Ruga's unflappable demeanor seems subdued in the Valka's presence. Traitors threatened to open the gates and let loose the dredge. We were only meant to stop them. Liar, you're the only real threat here, Ruga. Warped creatures reside within the coming darkness, twisted and ferocious. That is the true threat now. I would have come sooner, but I was searching for a solution to protect Ehrenberg, and I may have found one. If everyone could be civil for a moment. Where are the King Menders? I need them all. They've done as they please since Minoff died. He's dead? Then as the last surviving Velka, I am taking control here. I expect the rest of you to put your differences aside while I gather the Menders. What do you mean about warped dredged? The darkness brings madness, not death. When it covers Aberang, the warp will be drawn to us like moths to a flame. Zir rubs her temple in frustration. You don't need to befriend the dredge. Only make space for them within the walls. When the warped come, they will be relentless. We can't afford to give them more weapons against us in the coming days. Zir departs, ushered by a rising gust of air that lifts us toward the keep. She leaps and bounds like a springing deer, out of sight within moments. Ruga looks to be at a loss, but only for a moment. How vindicated you must feel. I envy you. But not everybody's so reasonable, so easily persuaded as V. Convince them. He raises his voice over the distressed murmur of the crowd. Step outside these gates, brave Alette. Ease our minds. Devalka thinks they can be trusted. Walk amongst the dredge, Slayer. Throw down your weapon and prove to us how harmless they are. Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll do it. Open it. Ruga flinches in surprise when you give the order, but hides it quickly. You call his bluff, and now you have to deliver. Slowly, the large doors open for you. Olaf whispers to you before you step beyond the gates. The dredge infant. I'll come with you, carrying the baby. Maybe they'll see it as a gesture of peace. Mm, yeah, I'll take it. You stay here. Are you sure? I know what the Volca said, but I've put someone in harm's way before, and it cost me dearly. I'm not going to make the same mistake again. Olaf nods. The dread child is quickly brought forth. Everybody's waiting for your next move. Here's the child. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. You take a deep breath. Someone pushes the Skorg banner into your hand, and it weighs heavily as the child in your other arm. The dredge stands shoulder to shoulder. Beyond the gates, the warbling stops as you approach, and their many yellow eyes turn to your direction like a field of sunflowers. You force your legs to move. The dredge part around you, but it feels suffocating, even though they do nothing but watch. Now completely surrounded, you turn around, where equally captivated clansmen stare breathlessly from inside the walls. The dredge nearby look with curiosity at the dredge child. The air is still, as if itself afraid to breathe. You raise the banner. The dredge fall as you walk back to Ehrenberg. They follow you through the gate. They follow you into the courtyard. Then a man shouts. You can see his face clearly, but you don't recognize him. Just some guy. You're not exactly sure what he's shouting, but it sounds like, "You will kill us all." He hurls a spear towards you. Others draw a weapon. They raise bows. Everybody reacts at once. A black shield suddenly deflects a spear hurling at your direction harmlessly away. The stone guard carrying the shield looks back at you, then the dredge child, then back to where the chaos erupted, in the courtyard at the Aberrang gates.
Arboreng is broken. Now the strength of your banner will determine how long you can hold out, while Ivor and the Valka push on to their destination. Your choices up to this point, the number of clansmen, fighters, Varl, and supplies remaining, buy you days of survival. When your days run out, catastrophe will follow. Use this time wisely.
That's nice. So nice. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, that's I do have a lot of clansmen. I lived. Okay, 19 days. Okay. Okay. That's cool. I got 19 days to live. That's great. I'm so happy about this. You find Zerf near the keep, speaking to the menders she gathered. She turns as you approach, her face severe. Captain Petrus, what happened? I told everyone to stop killing. Um, this has been coming since Meinhof died. As I said, I could not come sooner. How quickly things fall apart. Listen carefully. I devised a shield of light that holds back the darkness, but its reach is limited. By joining their efforts, the Enders may be able to encircle all of Aberrang. This will mean positioning them evenly across the walls, and if madmen are running wild in the street, killing indiscriminately, I'll make sure that doesn't happen. How long can you keep this spell of light going? Assuming the plan works at all? I don't know. Perhaps if we rest in shifts. It depends on our food supplies and stopping the warp from slaughtering our menders. They told me you fought off a Sundeer. No small thing, but that will be nothing compared to what's coming. And the other Volca, Juno and Ivan, can they put an end to all this? We crossed paths. They continued into the darkness. If they're going where I think they're going, and if they make it, there is hope. You lead a group of Zirf's menders toward the gate where the fighting is worse. The darkness is already drawing closer, throwing soot into the air. You push into the fray to clear a space for the menders to do their work. Men fight dredge, men fight men. The fighting curls around you like wildfire until you are engulfed in it, despite your best effort. One bare-chested, shrieking man charls you, but is crushed into the dirt by a heavy stone bludgeoned by a nearby colossus. The stone guard stares at you, and something makes you think it may be the same one who shielded you from the spear earlier. Bloodied men encircle you like vultures, screeching trills of salts. Traitor! Raven starvers. The stone guard nods some kind of understanding. It seems to recognize you. Okay. This is a good place to stop. I'm good. Please subscribe. This is nuts.